The fake Saudi prince who fooled everyone at the airport. Last November, a Saudi prince's life crashed when he was caught at a New York airport. The men put the Saudi prince in the car trunk, and the next stop was the Miami police station. Many might wonder why this brutal act was done, as he was known as the high-rolling Saudi prince Khalid bin Al-Saud for almost 30 years. You might be shocked to learn that the Saudi prince was Anthony Enrique Gignac, an orphan from Colombia who was a clever, fraudulent man and lived a life of luxury for most of his adult life. From his £16 million castle in Miami to the prison bars, this is the fantastic story of how a Saudi prince covered in gold started as an orphan on the streets of Colombia. Anthony Gignac. Mr. Gignac was born in 1970 in Colombia, and no one knows what happened to his parents. He and his younger brother lived on the streets for the first few years. Things changed in 1977 when a middle-class American couple adopted them and moved them to Michigan. How his criminal life started? At age 17, he ran away from home and almost right away took the name of Saudi billionaire Prince Adnan Khashoggi. Soon he changed his name to that of Prince Khalid bin Al-Saud and became a professional thief. He has also tricked ordinary people who had the bad luck to meet him into giving him thousands of dollars for shady investments that never came to fruition. He tricked American Express into giving him a US $200 million platinum credit card, which he used to run up a bill of tens of thousands of dollars in just a few days while he was out on bail. He went to jail because of his efforts, but from prison, he talked Syracuse University into sending $16,000 to his bank account to cover taxes on a claimed $45 million gift that never came. His fraud continued throughout the '90s and was put behind bars between October 2006 and December 2011. When he exited jail, he returned to his old tricks, but this time he used the internet to make them even better. He made an account on social media where he posted images of fake luxurious items. When he was in jail, he would trick lawyers into paying his bail by telling them the Saudi royal family had hired them. When he met with investors, he always demanded that gifts be given to him as a sign of respect. Gignac made a successful fake company called Martin Williams International LLC to trick investors. He said MBII owns several medicine companies, jet fuel trade companies, and expensive hotels worldwide. He was able to fool investors into giving him $8 million. But this high-profile move made a lot of people suspicious. How he was exposed to people. At a neighborhood party when he was drunk, he did something that was one of the worst things he ever did. He asked two guys to join him in his big room at Miami's Grand Bay Hotel. The men didn't want to hurt the prince's feelings, so they agreed to join him. The two guys acted evil when they got to the room. They locked the doors and beat him until he was bloody and bruised. After they knocked him out, they stole as much as they could and took most of his belongings out of the hotel room. When the Miami cops heard their prince had been attacked and robbed on their land, they were more than scared. No matter what, they didn't want an international case against them, especially when young Prince was involved. They called the Saudi government immediately to learn more about Prince Khalid bin Al-Saud. They were surprised because they didn't know who this prince was. Anthony would have another long trip, but he left Miami before the cops could catch him. In 2017, his lies were finally exposed. He messed with the wrong guy, a millionaire who knew much about Arabic society. He talked to Carl Williamson, an investment manager trying to find people to buy fake oil shares he was selling. When he met Carl and Ella McPherson, Carl's wife, he tried too hard to show off. Anthony was offered a wide variety of food. He ate pork, among other things. Carl immediately noticed this because he knew no Saudi prince would eat pork, especially in public. Carl tells his men to learn more about Anthony and if he is a prince. When Carl didn't believe he was the prince, all his lies and tricks were over. Soon, he was back to shopping for expensive things and giving gifts to his lawyer and those who helped him escape jail. But something didn't seem right, and the lawyer knew it immediately. When they realized he was lying everywhere, they beat him up and put him in the trunk of their car. The next stop was the police station in Miami, where this scam was turned in. Ultimately, the con artist ended up in jail, far away from this lavish life. He was finally caught at 48 for a crime he had been doing since he was 12. He admitted to his sins and said he was the only one to blame. Even then, he said he hadn't done anything wrong and had only been looking out for himself. He was given a prison term of 18 years and told to pay back $7 million. He didn't have enough money to pay off this huge amount, so they took away all of his homes and possessions.